Hi YouTube, it's Rose. Checking in. I had my surgery on the 10th. Today's the 24th, so it's been about 2 weeks. I started this journey at 320 pre-surgery. Today I'm at 294.0. So I have been losing weight. I went through some issues with the pain on my side because I overdid it, picking some stuff up. Not recommended. Surgeon put me back on bed rest. What I really wanted to talk about today was about eating food that you should not be eating. And this has been like my rebelliousness towards, dieting, the whole thing. I know it's not good for me. I know I shouldn't be doing it. I know I just had surgery. But when I am in the moment and I see an oyster cracker or a pretzel or Cheerio box open on the counter, I'll throw in a couple in my mouth and I'll chew them up and I'll swallow them. And then I'll do it several times a day. So I've thrown out a lot of food recently. I'm also going to be donating any trigger foods I have in my house to people that need it. I am going to admit to you right now, I ate Fritos. I did. I ate Fritos and should not have done that. I'm also on my period right now, so I think the crunchy salty is just overwhelming for me right now. This full liquids diet isn't cutting it with wanting the real crunchy salty. So I'm just really struggling right now. I know this surgery was on my body and not on my brain, but I have to reassess what I want out of my life. I invested a lot into this surgery. I paid cash. I did not have insurance. I have to be realistic about what I want out of this. I need to be more attuned to what I'm doing. I cannot be in the moment putting stuff in my mouth. Can't do it. I need to remove the trigger foods from my home. I need to think before I eat, put anything in my mouth. I need to really understand what my goals are and how important this is to me and to my life. I want to be here, and I've said this a gazillion times. The whole reason I got this surgery was to improve my life, to help my life. Well, it's not going to happen if you go back to all your nasty old bad habits. This honeymoon period is not going to last forever. So if you're starting to do those kind of things now, what are you going to do a year from now? I mean, this has to stop right now. You need to really stop and think about what you're doing. This is not good. Eating oyster crackers, eating Fritos. I tried to eat some pork rinds. They really upset my stomach. I'm sure I can never have them. Too greasy. And still I tried it. I tried to eat some walnuts. Those made me sick. I can't have those too oily. It's like I'm testing my boundaries over and over and over again. And I'm never done with it. But I need to stop that now. This is my new way of life. This is the life I chose. I went in with my eyes wide open. I wasn't delusional about what I was going to be able to eat or not eat. So I need to be realistic with myself. I need to track my food. I need to make sure that I keep track of everything I eat and write it down and be accountable for what goes into my mouth. I think once I start doing that, once I start seeing exactly what I'm eating and that this is about being as healthy as I can possibly be and reminding myself of that, I pray that it will really overcome my heart and my mind to do this. I need to stop being willful and start being willing. When you're willful, you do what's in the moment. You want it now, you eat it now. So you do. My daughter was eating pizza and I ate the little tip of the cheese when she wasn't around. That's willful. That's willful eating. That's not doing what you're supposed to do. That's not doing what you plan to do. It's not on the program. But I did it. Willingness is willing to do what it takes to get what you want. Half of getting what you want is knowing what you have to give up to get it. So you need to understand what you're going to have to give up. You're going to have to really understand If this is a life change, and you are going to have to give up some things. It's not just the surgery. It's not. That's a tool. You're going to have to be willing to give up all these things around the house that you say, oh, well, what about my husband? What about my kids? You know what? They're going to have to live with it for a little while until you get a grip on your food. It's not asking too much. You just had surgery. You invested a lot into this. You've spent since last year trying to get this surgery. Now you have it. So you're not going to fall by the wayside. You're not going to give up. I'm not going to let you. You're going to do it. You're going to do it, and you're going to keep it accountable. You're going to keep writing your stuff down. You're going to keep moving, exercising, doing all the things the surgeon told you to do. And it's going to get easier. I promise. Don't indulge yourself in these things. You only feel worse afterwards. You end up feeling like a failure, that it's all over again, that it's never going to work. Nothing's ever going to work. It will work. But you need to have some patience. And you need to understand that this is going to be a whole new life for you. Period. Stop pushing your limits. Stop being willful. And do what it takes to succeed. I know you can do it. I believe in you. I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye.